No two elections are the same. And this time around, party primaries have been going on from various political parties ahead of 2027 general election. And that forms the basis of our discussion this morning here on Face-to-Face TV on the program Political Digest. Charles, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Ento, you're welcome.
God bless you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Political Digest, and today we want to look into various political parties primaries as it has been going on from APC to PDP to Labour Party to YPP. Is YPP got us?
Yes.
And NDC, I don't know how far about them, and ADC as well. Actually, it's like you fly the ticket of NDC.
I will gladly accept that.
Mentor.
Well, I wouldn't know. People should give me Labour Party.
Even if it is a presidential candidate of maybe AP, you fly it and
Contest against the media.
yeah. Maybe I think I was thinking, had I known, I would have picked a form from one of the least parties. I'm very close to the election primaries. I will now say that I have stepped down for Mr. President. Yes. I have stepped down for Mr. President. And if I want to do it, you know how this thing is being staged now.
Yes.
You call who is who in media, bring out money, and they will carry it. And once they see that truly you bought a form and you are now giving support to Mr. President, you know what that means. Everything is strategy.
It will still fly.
Of course.
It's to fly now.
Of course. In as much as you let the media know about it, everybody is looking for what to do and new content. Okay, you're welcome. You may take it up from here.
Okay, I want us to come from the area of the City Boys movement and the APC. You know that just like we said earlier in the last video, this whole thing was all about interest. You know, we're looking at it from the angle of business, because all these guys are business gurus in Southeast. But look at what is happening now. The likes of Don Lulu, the likes of Chief Priest, vying for one position or the other. So you see that this thing was not just about maybe trying to protect their interests as businessmen in the Southeast. I don't know if you understand me. Now look at the I just don't want to leave that up.
Oh, just Brother Chief Priest is your man.
I'm not going
So what happened? What happened about Brother Chief Priest? Because for me, I had that conviction when I saw his vibe, his moves, and everything. In fact, I think I can say that he is the fulcrum of the City Boy movement.
In Imo State,
Nigeria.
Exactly.
In Nigeria, when we talk about that movement,
Is it because he was so loud about the entire thing?
of course, now all those things is all about vibes. It's all about capacity. It's all about they call him empowerment nation and all that. So just what will happen?
Well, first of all, I want to correct an impression. Kubana Chief Priest is not my man. Well, however, I like some of the things he does, and sometimes he do air. So when he airs, I don't support him. And then with the recent development about him losing out in the APC primaries, well, personally, I saw it coming. There is this thing about power. One of the reported laws of power said, never outshine your master. Now, for me, I don't know about Kubana Chief Priest, but from where I see it, Kubana Chief Priest didn't look like somebody who, as at last year, had, doing this intention of contesting for any election.
But something must prompt it.
It was the coming, for me, I would say that it was the coming together of Chief Priest and Tinubu that gave him that conviction that with the commission of the president's son, that he can be able to grab the ticket of his senator rep zone. So now there is the governor who is also well protected grounded as long as Nigerian politics is concerned. Now this governor would not want to have somebody, a subject, who has an upper hand that will get something without coming to him.
But I thought both of you were working together.
Working together, yes, but you are outshining your master.
How do you do that? Is it because of the empowerment you need?
For me, I would say that Hope Ghana Chief Priest coming to say that he wants to contest for election was not, he didn't make that declaration after hearing from the governor. He got convinced that he was going to win because of the relationship he had with Tinubu. Now, Hope Uzodinma being a wise politician, which if I were to be in his shoes as a wise politician, I will make sure that he does not get that ticket also. Because if I allow him to get that ticket, he will outshine me. Tomorrow I will make a declaration in my state and he will say another thing. And then I can't do anything because his power is coming from the federal government where my own is coming from. So at the end of the day, we will just come there and we'll settle, but then he has thwarted my decisions. So I saw his failure coming.
But in the whole thing, whether you saw it coming or not, this thing is all about aspiration and ambition. I said it before that every form of ambition is selfish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
See, even if Hope Uzodinma had not seen the entire thing, yes, I know for sure. Just like you said, somebody like Chief Priest, someone that can. I don't see him as somebody who can win anything in Imo State. Just like he can be like the Adon of Imo. We don't even hear about Adon before. But Adon is someone that every year you see him coming out to work for something because he never miss. But he's one of those people that makes the dance of Imo State. I can tell you that most of the people that have led Imo State, even till Hope Uzodinma, I don't remember was one of the persons that bring them. You understand? So now my own area, my own concern is not even about his institution. My own concern is about the city boy movement. It's not if I'm laughing at them, you understand? But I'm saying we
are not making jest of anybody.
Yes,
there is something I want us to take away from here. Just like I said when we started, no political system period is the same.
Yeah.
Two political periods is the same. There are different strategies that keep on coming. And there is something they used to say in our local parliament. They say that Are you getting me? In fact, if they have you in mind, they can zone this thing to your area. And if they have you in mind against you, they can zoom it out of your area. Are you getting me? Just like what happened here in APC State, on the governorship zoning and all that. All of us know that somehow, somewhere, interests were on the high side that led to that particular zoning. Because you cannot be talking about zoning for a party that has never won election before. It's a fresh contest for all of them. Anybody from any zone can contest. You understand? And now they are also returning to the zone of the governor again. So it would have been a good one to leave it in the other zone. So what are we saying is this? There are so many things that are happening and unfolding. In fact, you see somebody will declare himself winner. The other person will come out to say, you didn't win. We are going to protest.
It's happening. It's happening. It's not. It's happening live
right now
in the state. Yeah.
You understand? So, when you bank so much on the power at the center, the little powers at the grassroots,
in the local level, can
also
bring somebody. Yeah. Of course.
Are you getting me? And I also see this thing we are saying now happening on the particular election that is holding today. That is the APC senatorial
and
primaries and rep primaries. Okay, rep has happened. That rep yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
That's senatorial today. Are you getting me? So I think somebody must have to take a balance. Just like you said, do not outshine your master. Lie low. Also have upper hand, and when you have that upper hand, don't make it too visible. And they say that power equals gates. When you think you have seen the highest person who here in our in our system could be the president, you always carry your shoulder so high, and that can mislead you. And forget that maybe you have gone to him and spent 30 minutes with him. Another person is spending 2 hours with him. Or you go there, as the case may be, which you may not know. So that's just what I have to say on this part.
Well, even at that, I'm just trying to. I know we are not laughing at anybody. You understand? But my own question is, what is the essence of coming to change the idea and narrative of politics just like we had it because you have an interest. I can bet you that in the next 10-15 days, in fact, before December, that there will be nothing like city. I'm just categorizing the City Boys movement because that is where our that was where the shift in politics. No. I want to add something. That is where the shift in the politics in Abia State and in Nigeria. That is where the shift came from.
Interest has clashed.
No, that the interest has clashed.
Do you still think there's going to be a build-up of association of individuals after these primaries?
Okay. And to allow that to work, do you think they can set these persons that are
and you know something, this time around you cannot join, the window has been closed.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, if not, you would have seen a very massive defection this time around. City Boy movement was built on the basis of gathering very successful young people, especially from the southeast, okay, to help the re-election bid of Mr. President, okay, and that was being spearheaded by the son, Tinubu, okay, who gathered all of our brothers, into, and here the wave, just like 1 month ago, or about 2 months ago,
2 months, yeah.
or 5 weeks ago, we found out that the wave was so high. But now, so many people were giving in their best with the hope that somebody will give them contacts
was going to protect
to get various tickets and also get to office. Now that the interest has clashed, many people have been denied tickets. Okay, there is now rancor. Unfortunately, you can't live again. So what is going to happen is that they will be where they are and possibly
support another party,
work against that same party because they now feel so cheated
or betrayed.
They feel betrayed and they feel that they've been treated so unfair. So
that is how you people see it. But then, for me, I see that the coming together of all the support that made up the City Boy movement was just because of their own interest. And I can say that their declaration to contest for one office or the other was secondary to whatever thing that brought them together as City Boys movement.
So they wanted to solidify all their aspirations using the platform of the
exactly.
But the ship almost has capsized.
When you see that they are coming together, it seems as if, for me, I would say that what gave them the intention to contest was the exposure that and the recognition that the City Boy movement gave them.
You can say that on in the case of Kubana chief priest.
Okay.
But if you come to the case of somebody like Ikuku, over time,
yes.
Come to the case of somebody like Don Lulu. In fact, Don Lulu, I think, wanted to contest for governorship. Are you getting me? So whatever thing that happened, and he now, because of that thing, all those people have already prepared themselves, but they wanted to ride on. Are you getting me? The wave of this city, and the wave was getting high. Donations, or so many of them donated cars. So many of them donated, did massive empowerment. So since certificate has been denied, to some of them, what mind again do I have?
APC being APC that they are, the only thing that they will do is just to increase their Ghana must go takeaways, and then they will be settled. Somebody must champion it. Did you not see that when Kubana chief priest lost the election, that Tinubu sent him a motivation message telling that it is not the end of his life, that the future.
But does that?
They still have that connection that they have at the center. So it is only right for them to strategize another means of getting. At the end of the day, they just want the money. That is what they want. So whether they are in the office or they are not in the office, as long as that money gets to them, they are okay. So when that money comes to them, they will of course do the work that they are supposed to do. For the major purpose, according to them, is to deliver Tinubu because of their businesses, so that he won't clamp on their businesses. So that is how me I see it.
You are still seeing it from the whatever, whether the business area or however. What I'm trying to say in essence is that sometimes when we say, there's this saying that when the expectation is high, how do you say, when disappointment becomes more brutal. Do you understand? And from just like Honorable has said, the likes that there may be, if care is not taken, even if their business, they're trying to protect their business and name, there may be some, yes, this thing, when you feel disappointed, you just be like, nah, what again? Do you think that someone like Chief Priest can ever bring out his money to do such a massive empowerment again? Even if maybe it is not
He will not be passive.
No,
I can't argue that because a light show, okay, it's a humor. It can also do.
It is not necessarily his money. So what he has to do is go and tell the Mr. President that you see this thing that they did, my fans has lost faith in me, and we need to do some shows so that they will still believe that I'm still supporting you and will win their heart again. President will release ×2 of what he released the first time, and they will do it again.
After all, he's getting lost.
At the end of the day, the young man is not at loss. He will make money from there. His connection with the president will become more stronger. Tomorrow they might even give him one minister.
Face to face, now they read my thoughts. We they talk with the young things for the touch.